Hey guys, welcome to the video. During this video, we will be looking at how to find and use sources through Deakin Library with things such as EBSCOHOST and just the general resources and even Google Scholar. So to keep it nice, short, and simple, we'll get right into it. So we go here and we just go straight into the Deakin Library. Let's take this one here. Should just bring you to a screen something like this, hopefully exactly like this. And to start off today, we'll go to the A to Z databases and EBSCOHOST just there on this one here. If you're through Deakin, then it should just take you to something like that, and my credentials are already saved, so I just have to click login straight away and it should just load up straight into the EBSCOHOST as it's doing now. Just a bit longer, there we go, perfect. Now it should take you something like this. I already have something saved here, so we'll just use this one just to make it nice and easy. So are crime rates increasing in Australia is our question for our assessment. Let's go with our essay. So we need to find some sources to use for our essay that we can reference properly and know are reliable. And let's find one. So this one is an academic source and it can find it at Deakin, except doesn't have a full PDF here, so I'm gonna use that one. Let's actually use America for this one here, just because there'll probably be a lot more on it. I'd guess. Here we go. So if you're in Mexico, it's not American. We're not having any luck here, are we? Archive is increasing. Let's try decreasing maybe. Oh, here we are. Try and change up the wording. This is something you have to do a lot when you use this. As it brings up a lot more different, obviously, things to use. So here we are. So and policy, restore rationality. It's not really what we're going for, but instead of delaying the video even more, we'll just say we're using this one, as it's an academic journal, which are very reliable to use. It has the full PDF. This little symbol here on the left, if it has that under the name, then it means it has the full information on it, the full text as it says, instead of just the abstract like some do. But you can just click on there and it'll just bring up the full text. So this is just the abstract, just the very general information you need to know about the academic journal that this has come up. And then when you click on this one, this gives you the full information, everything that was under it. So yeah. So comments has been increasing. Here we go. Yeah. So this is definitely a very good and useful site to use. I use this all the time for my assignments, as it goes through several different databases, which is very helpful. Instead of just one, it just basically widens and broadens the search for much more chance to find information you're looking for. So let's move on here. So we're gonna go back to Deakin Library again. Let's click on this one here, just to make it easy. And this time we're going to go into the resource guides. So it should bring you to something like this with all these different genres of classes, I guess, over here on the right. So we'll stick with the motto we're going with, and we'll look for criminology. Should be under humanities. Here we are. Here we are on the right. So this should bring you to something like this for Deakin. Now this will basically just bring you to the site that explains or shows you, I should say, everything that Deakin holds that can be used as resources for criminology. So if we're looking for anything to do with crime, Here are several books you can find. So here's the call number here, which basically just tells you where it is in the library. This one doesn't have one, as it must be an online or ebook that Deakin holds. So I think they all can be found online in ebooks that you can use, depending on how many people are using them at that time, etc. So yeah, and there's encyclopedias and dictionaries even. Yep, dictionaries down here. And yeah, that just gives you a very good example of books that you can use through Deakin to find information on what your assignment is under. And this was for criminology. So last but not least, we'll go back to the Deakin Library one last time. Here. And this time we're going to go to the Google Scholar. So this Google Scholar is through Deakin. So basically it will tell you, just like the EBS co-host, what Deakin holds, what it can find at Deakin, which is very useful. You don't lose any information, all the same information, but I will just give you an example of the normal Google Scholar. So, and I cannot type today. So here we are. This is just one you can just type up, and here's the normal Google Scholar here. You can obviously refine it to case law or articles. So we'll stick on articles, and we'll just give an example of crime rates, just what we've been using this whole time. And we'll do the same one here, just to give you an idea that, as you can see, it's identical to it, except this one just basically tells you that you can find it at Deakin as it is through Deakin, which is very helpful if you need to try and find a free copy if it doesn't have the full version. So I would suggest using this one that's through Deakin. So basically with this one here, it is relatively the same as EBSCOHOST, just through different databases. So once again, more information to find. If you aren't finding everything you need on EBSCOHOST, you could come over here and look for something. You can search and refine over here on the left. And to even further refine, you just click on the little three bars and go down to advanced search. And this is for searching for things very specifically, maybe an article you even know about and you're just looking for it. This is what you want to use. And last but not least, a great thing to know and tip for these databases while searching is your terminology you use. So being very more specific probably than what is on the screen at the moment. This is a very general topic. That's why we're kind of finding a whole bunch of everything under crime in Australia. If you want to say search about household crimes, you would put how our household crime rates increasing in Australia, and it would narrow down the search very much to give you a better idea with that one there. And also things such as and ors. So we use or for this topic. So our crime is increasing in Australia or America. It should come up. Here we are with crime rates in America. Obviously, there's a lot here, which is as expected. And also Australia. So we have one for Australia down here. So we kind of even widen the search even more for those different countries, and you can do that for pretty much anything as long as you use that and or terminology to widen that search there. So yeah, that's just about everything. Just trying to keep it nice and simple and short. I hope it helped if you weren't exactly sure on what any things were. The reason I made this video was for that reason exactly, as when I first started at Deakin, I was very confused when everyone kept telling me to use this thing called EBSCOHOST, and I didn't know what it did or how to find these academic articles I needed for my assignment, and I was just very lost, even though it was so simple at the end of the day. And this was basically just here to help you not get lost at the very start and just give you a very simple explanation and video on how to use all and find all three of those to be able to find these articles if you are new to it. So I hope you have a good day and this video helped you figure out what you needed. Thank you.